Hello. I mean, typically the studio looks like a big giant hamster cage, you know, it's like ankle deep in paper scraps, and I'm like cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. Because, you know, to find a vertical space to hang them in is always an issue. Bleep. Because I started doing this work to get away from graphic design, get away from computers, because I was spending my entire life on them. And what I find myself doing is emulating in this work, is emulating a lot of the things that I really liked about the computer. There was a big article in San Fransisco magazine recently that sort of took me to task for that, saying that I was, you know, a designer and not an artist, but what does that mean? I think that all of those distinctions have become so blurred and so fuzzy, and that's why I just sort of disregard trying to categorize my work and trying to fit myself into any of these categories. So I start off, you know, a lot of what I've done through art school and, you know, through the whole history of my work has been this immense appeal that I have about painting, but I don't want to be a conventional painter. And so I'm always sort of strategizing my way around a conventional brushstroke on a canvas. And for years, when I was painting with encaustic, I painted with knives and sticks, stuff trying to get away from just conventional painting. Then I started doing the collage pieces, which basically started off as just a real primal sort of personal exercise of doing something that was pretty much the opposite of what I was doing during the day, which was running a graphic design business and sitting in front of a computer doing computer design all day long. So I started at night when I would finish the graphic design stuff, I would sit and cut up magazines and make tiny little collages, little 8x10 collages. It sort of made my little ticket out of graphic design because I kind of developed this style and this visual language and this kind of visual vocabulary. Are you rolling?
Rolling.
Bring it! I think about 10 years ago I started making up fake antidepressant names. I started titling a lot of digital pieces with these fake antidepressant and mood stabilizers names. And then so I sort of took that strategy and just applied it to these sort of plant-ish based pieces. Worked in record stores in Colorado Springs for, I think, about 4 or 5 years. And then came to San Francisco And, you know, as the legend goes, I got in my car from Colorado Springs in frustration and drove straight to Tower Records down on Bay Street and demanded a job. And at first they didn't give me one. They told me they weren't hiring, but I went in every day and was so persistent. After about 3 or 4 days, they hired me and gave me the job. And then I didn't have any place to live, so I lived in my car for about 3 or 4 months until I got an apartment. But you know, music. My world is just painting and making art all day and being DJ. Primarily, this is the music station where all the CDs and the records and stuff are maintained carefully and played relentlessly. Part of the contract was, you know, I was paid, you know, between $200 and $400 for doing the posters, and then maybe I'd get tickets to the show. Skeeter, come here! Come here! Come here! Can you drop? No. They seem really great. You know, like when I first see things, I'm hypercritical of them. So I tend to not like a lot of stuff.
Hey,
Sugar!
You're actually here.
I'm here.
You're here too. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you get the box?
I did get the box,
Good.
and then we raced right down.
Awesome. Yay.
Looks beautiful. You happy with it all?
Oh yeah.
Good.
That's great.
Good.
We're still making a few tweaks for tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, the stuff looks really, really good. It's just insane. Oh, it's great. It's great being Rex. Over here.
Full-timers.
The full-timers.
Sort of like
All
a
the time.
recreational prison or something. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
The lifers. The lifers.